Oh, this is very exciting news. I'll read it. We got Overlord, uh, a new trailer for the new movie, the Sacred Kingdom movie. And it says scheduled for fall 2024. So honestly, I'm pretty excited. That we got trailer this far from the movie. I did watch the trailer, by the way, on YouTube, and I liked it. It gets me so excited for the movie. In the trailer, there's a lot of fights that we see. We get introduced to obviously the whole kingdom, and with the introduction of that, we also get introduced to so many different characters, probably different factions, different races, different powers, different techniques, and yeah, just overall, like, just different characters, and that's, sounds very exciting. Um, but one scene in particular I want to talk about was, so the thing that happened towards the end of the trailer, which was, it seemed like they're going to war, the Sorcerer Kingdom and the Sacred Kingdom, and it seemed like one of the soldiers was able to blow up Ainz, and we saw him in the trailer. He was falling from the sky, and we hear one soldier. He screams out, "The Sorcerer King is dead," and I'm not gonna lie. At first, it kind of like worried me, like how could Ainz die so easily? Because we know him. He's a very cautious individual throughout this like 4 seasons. So I was just very confused when I heard that, and I thought it was like, they must be joking. And then I thought about it even more, and I kind of came up with a theory on it. So I believe that the reason Ainz he's obviously faking that he's dead. So what I'm thinking, the theory is that, so after he dies, his people and him will go back to the tomb of Nazareth, and then let the Holy Empire take control of the kingdom. And after, I believe Ainz is gonna wait 1 or 2 weeks. He's gonna wait, and then his gonna hope is that the people, where they see the difference of like when Ainz ruled them, and now that the whole empire, whole kingdom is ruling them, and they're gonna see like how good they had it when, even though they feared Ainz, like he was a good ruler. Meanwhile, in the Holy Empire, it's like very bad, like crime everywhere, and just not a good. It's not a good way to rule kingdom, and that's what Ainz is hoping for. And then the people will realize that, and then what he hopes is that they'll probably like incite a riot of like, oh, we want Ainz back. Why'd you kill Ainz? He was a better ruler than you. And there's gonna be unrest over his apparent death, because the whole kingdom killed him, or that's how they're spinning the story. So he's hoping for unrest, and the main goal is that in the unrest, he hopes to return to after the 2 weeks. He's gonna come back and fight for real this time, and take back the Sorcerer Kingdom. And I kind of, there's one specific reason why I think this. One is because, like I said, we know what kind of person, what kind of man Ainz is, and he's very cautious. So I doubt like he would die from a war. Um, so it just gives me that feeling of like, oh, he's doing this on purpose. It's part of his master plan. And so going back to my theory, what I think is that so after the 2 weeks, there'll be unrest, and then Ainz will show up to take the kingdom back, and this time he'll win. And instead of when he first came into the kingdom, he was like kind of like he was feared and hated, because he kind of took it by force. He overthrew the king, and he basically stole the empire. And so I can kind of see like why the villagers, the citizens didn't like it at that time, and they feared him and didn't like him. And then now, what he wants is that when he comes back to rule them, he wants them to be like, yes, we want Ainz back. So instead of fearing him now, they'll love him when he returns to rule them once again, because then they'll notice like, oh, it was so much better. Like, even though we did fear him for a bit, like he was a good ruler, and everything, like crime rates were down, like everything was good. So I do think that's kind of the aim of Ainz is going for, because I just can't really wrap my head around of like him dying. I feel like that would be. I feel like when we heard him dying, like I said, I feel like it was part of his whole plan. Like, I feel like now that I'm talking about this theory, I feel like the whole reason he's gonna go over to this war is, I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the reason he inciting this war is because he wants the people to choose him and his leadership. So, when he returns to rule them again, instead of fearing him, they'll actually like, oh, we love the Sorcerer King, like, we're so happy that he's back. Then, it'll be it'll be a happier kingdom than what we saw in season 4. As you saw in season 4, like, no one was in the street whenever everyone was like kind of locked in their house, like all the windows were closed, and like no one really came out to greet Ainz. And the only people on the street that we saw were Ainz and his golems, the dead knights, and his maids, and his bodyguards. Pretty much Ainz personnel, security team, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing that's kind of his aim, like where he wants the people to choose his rule over someone else's. Because if you remember in season 4, or in season 3, I think it was season 4, he says that, I don't, instead of ruling this kingdom with fear, I want he basically implied that he wants the kingdom to like choose him. So he went on this whole rant of like, oh, I want the kingdom to flourish with technology, everyone living the good life, full tummies, and riches and whatever, good life pretty much. And he said, I want the people to choose me. Like, I don't want to rule by implementing fear. I want to actually rule as they love me and they respect me and they choose me out of free will. So I wouldn't really be surprised if that was the whole aim of why he started this war with the whole kingdom. But overall, after watching the trailer, we see a lot of characters, a lot of different powers, techniques, races, and yeah, that whole the fight scene will obviously it'll be cool when it's finally here. So yeah, overall I'm just very excited that we got the trailer this early. It's like March, I think. Yeah, it's March. It's still March, and this movie isn't scheduled until 6 months until like fall or Halloween. And just to get a trailer this early, um, I don't know, just feel good about seeing the trailer, and yeah, I'm just glad I got to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, overall, pretty cool trailer that we saw. Can't wait for the movie when it actually comes out. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait, and I'll keep you updated when more news comes out about this movie. But overall, really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So please leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.